name's Karina and I was first diagnosed with breast cancer in March 2017 and went through all the treatment and completed my treatment in July 2018. Thought that was it, great, but then unfortunately in November 2018 discovered secondary breast cancer. I had a brain tumour in my brain. Work-wise, I've done all sorts. When I left school I joined the police, which was great fun, and after leaving the police I had my own business doing weddings, which was a complete contrast. Since then I've done other jobs. I've been head office with the Abbey National as it was. I've had my own pub, which was great fun, being able to talk to people, and now I'm a teaching assistant in a primary school and a personal care assistant for a disabled lady. Support since diagnosis has been fantastic. I can't fault anything anywhere. On the medical side, I've had my treatment at Doncaster. I've had no hitches at all. Everything's been fantastic, and I can't highly recommend the staff enough. On the alternative side, I've been to the Aurora Centre in Worksop, which have been great support. There are 4 Aurora Centres, but Worksop is my local one, and I've had different treatments there as well, complementary treatments, and they do all different classes. I've been to yoga and Tai Chi, and I've had reflexology there. It's been fantastic, and the support from the ladies and the gentlemen there has been great. They really are good. They even ring me or message me outside the times when I go there and just see how I'm doing, which is really nice. We have a support group there, a Time to Grow group full of ladies that have gone through the same sort of diagnosis with the breast cancer. We have little get-togethers and go out and just enjoy, and it's just nice to have friends that we can talk to. So they've been amazing. It's the news we don't want and hope to hear never. But in March 2017, my life changed forever. Having found a lump as I was going to bed, all sorts of ideas all night filled my head. As I'd had a mammogram in July, which was clear, surely it's nothing, that was only last year. But to the doctors I went to get it checked out and was called straight to hospital. Great service, no doubt. From then I felt I was on the outside looking in, a whirlwind of appointments, my head in a spin. The hardest part was telling my son, who was 15, his concern and emotion like nothing I'd seen. When he found out I might lose my hair, "I'm shaving my head so we can be a pair. I don't want you to have to go through it alone, Mum." What an amazing young man my son has become. So for charity, he did it. He had his head shaved, and together with bald heads, this new world we braved. Now the chemo has stopped, and I'm feeling much stronger. My son won the race as his hair is much longer. But I'll catch him and pass him, and I'll have colours in it. This is a long race and I'm determined to win it. Next step is radiotherapy, which I'm told is not bad. Once that's done and back at work, I will be glad. When all this first started, I thought I'd go round the bend, a long programme of treatment, but I'm nearing the end. I'm looking forward to getting my life back on track. Positivity and enthusiasm I certainly don't lack. So get checking those boobies or let someone grope. Don't be afraid to discuss it. It gives us all hope. I truly believe being a glass half full kind of lass helped me say I kicked cancer's ass. I've always had a fantastic relationship with my son, but since my diagnosis it's grown even stronger. He really has grown up and matured into an amazing person. I'm very proud of him. When I was first diagnosed, I hadn't told him that I was going to the hospital, and I got home, told him the diagnosis, and he was 15 at this point and just about to sit his GCSEs, so great timing. And he just collapsed in a heap and was so emotional. I'd never seen him like that before. He got up crying and asked me if I was about to lose my hair. I said, it might happen, I don't know. I'm going to have my head shaved, Mum, because I don't want you to have to go through it on your own. And I cried at that point. He was just so good. So I said, you can do it, but do it for a charity. Wait till after your school prom, because I don't want you to look back at your prom photographs and remember why you had no hair. So that's what he did. He chose the charity, and he chose the Aurora Centre in Worksop, and he raised £1,500, which I was blown away by. It was fantastic. And since having the diagnosis, and when we thought we were better in 2018, we've started ticking things on the bucket list and making memories. And that's my new life mantra: make time to make memories. And that's exactly what we do. We've been to the Maldives, I've taken him to Iceland, we saw the Northern Lights. So all the things that you want to do, we are doing and enjoying the experience. So onwards and upwards, and we can't wait for the next adventure. When things get tough, it's really hard to bring yourself out of it. When I was first diagnosed, I was on my own, apart from my son. But at the end of the day, when you close the bedroom door and it was just me, that was really hard to deal with. I'd got nobody to cry to, I'd got nobody to comfort me. But the longer it went on, I'm glad it was like that, because it meant that I could deal with it how I needed to deal with it, for me and for my son, for Ross. So that was the best thing that could have happened, and I truly believe it made me stronger, and it made Ross stronger as well, because we were through it together. Since then, we've grown together, and whenever I need anybody, I know that I've got people available. There are places available that can give you support, people that you don't know, because sometimes when you're talking to somebody that you do know, you perhaps hold a few things back. It's really easy to do that because you don't want to hurt them. But it needs letting out, and there are things available to be able to go and talk to somebody completely independent, and to be able to talk through what really is bugging you and what really is eating you away. And by talking about it really helps, and that's where I found my comfort, being able to talk to people that I don't even know. And some of the groups that we're in, because people are experiencing this the same, and they're having the same concerns, and we can share notes, and generally it ends up with a laughing session rather than crying. So we help each other through. For anyone just starting the journey, it's a long road, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I know I've been very fortunate in finding everything early. I know that other ladies don't get the same advance warning that I had, but there is a light, and by keeping positive, I think I like to say that I own it, it doesn't own me, which helps me get out of bed in the morning, which helps me deal with it. Some days I feel rubbish, but by owning it, I don't let it make me feel like that. And I think that's a big positive way forward, by telling it that it's not going to let me feel so bad. And just putting the smile on, putting my statement earrings on, having colours in my hair, putting my face on, which is like a barrier, and it stops it from getting to me. And when people say to you, oh, you look amazing, you look really good, I take that, and I use the glass half full kind of analogy. I think that the glass is, I am the vessel, I am the glass, and whatever problem I have is the void inside the glass. And every time somebody thinks about me, or sends me a message, or says, hi, how are you, or smiles at me, every time somebody does that, it's another drop in that glass. And it's not long before it's overflowing, because people are so brilliant. And even there'll be people now thinking about me that, you know, I don't even know, but it's still another drop in the glass, and it keeps me going. Part 2. Well, all that treatment was completed in July 2018. So we started ticking the bucket list of places not been. But in November 2018, I had a kick in the teeth, secondary breast cancer in a brain tumour. This just beggars belief. But I'll deal with it in my usual positive way, and smile and be grateful and live every day. Make time to make memories is what I now live by. The bucket list keep getting ticked, the limit's the sky. Things couldn't get worse, or so it would seem, as every 3 weeks is my new treatment regime. But that's not the case. I embrace my new lot. I'm grateful for my life and the chance I have got to enhance what I have, and for those close to me, show them just how strong a woman I've decided to be. With their help and support, I know I'll be fine. Life is for living, and that's what I'm doing with mine.
Lovely. I think that's perfect.